We are Trent and Allie, and during the global pandemic, we're helping out on what has become the family farm here in Utah. As a city kid, this is all very new for me. Oh, so much poop! Oh, no! Oh, gross! Today's video is sponsored by Moonshade. We'll tell you more about them later, but today we're tackling a brand new project, and I'm ready to show Trent that I can handle it.
Good morning, guys. We've got a pretty big project that we're taking on today, but however, today's also a special day. It's my mom's birthday. Happy birthday!
Not on the camera! Oh, I love you, honey.
I love you. Happy birthday, Mom.
Thanks, honey.
These are all the things that we planted. These are the 3 bush tomato plants. These 3 are also bush tomatoes. And for some reason our spaghetti squash is going crazy. There's 4 sprouts in this pot and 1 in that pot. 48 hours ago, there was no sprouts. And now some of those sprouts are huge. It's just amazing when they start to grow, how quickly they grow. How are the little chickies doing this morning? You guys ready to go out? This is the best part. Well, now that the chicks are out and about in their run, having fun in the sun, we're gonna go check on the goats. One thing that I am really appreciative of is normally I would just wake up and I would put coffee in the coffee pot. And then I would just sit there and watch the coffee brew until I could drink it. And it was just very, very agonizing to sit and wait for the coffee. But now we have chickens, we have the plants, we have the goats, we have all these chores that we have to do. So I put the coffee pot on, do all the chores. By the time I get back inside, there's hot, ready coffee waiting for me. It's a nice way to start the day. Good morning, girls. How are we doing? How are we doing? Do we still hate me? No. It looks like you guys picked through your hay, huh? You guys were eating some of the hay? Or are you standing on it? Oh, you're peeing on it, okay. I think we're gonna try and get a feeder for them. Something we can put the hay in that'll hold it up on the wall. I've heard that if they step on the hay, that they won't eat it or they don't wanna eat it after that. So putting out the hay and then them stepping on it is probably gonna be expensive in the long run and a waste. So we're gonna get a feeder that's gonna hold up their hay. I think they're doing good. All right, girls. Have a good day. I'll be back in the afternoon. Now let's go inside and drink some coffee. Oh my gosh. What is this angel doing? And I'm not talking about Oso.
Everybody doing good out here?
Absolutely.
Para ti, mi amor.
Muchas gracias.
I don't think this has a name, but I saw it online. It looked super cute. I wanted to try it. And it's Gloria's birthday, so why not?
I always love when Allie makes breakfast. She's a really good cook. And today we're trying something new, which means it might be great or it might just be okay. But either way, I'm sure we're gonna like it.
I can always count on Trent to give an honest review of whatever I cook for him.
Gosh! Oh my gosh! That's amazing!
Wow!
Oh my gosh, Allie,
Hey,
that
this looks
amazing.
incredible.
Good.
And I didn't have to cook it. That's the best part.
Well, happy birthday. We got a long day ahead of us. Before we get started, we need to run down to the store. We're gonna see if we can get a hay feeder. We've got to get a handful of things so that we can start our garden boxes. Today's gonna be a long day, that's for sure. still feel like country folk out here buying grain and salt licks and taking it back to our goats. I like it. I'm just really enjoying it.
It's definitely weird coming here now. We've been here a lot. We're starting to know the employees here, and everyone around here knows that we got goats and that we're new to goats, and we're trying to pick up a grain that all of our goats will actually enjoy eating. We're trying to measure out and portion out what we're feeding them, especially because one of them is allegedly pregnant, one of them is nursing. So it's important to know what type of nutrition intake they're getting. And we just want them to be happy. We're trying to find a grain that they'll enjoy.
Well, it's like we have that other grain that I think is like a corn and a soy that's really fine ground, and they like it, they eat it, but they don't eat that much of it. And also, we can't really like lure them with it. They're not like extremely excited to have that grain. They'll just kind of eat it when it's there. And from what we've heard, that if you can have something that's really delicious that you can like put into a pail and like shake that pail when you come around, it'll kind of like Pavlovian dog style train these goats that when they hear the pail shaking around, that they'll know, oh, that's that delicious grain. I'm gonna go get that right now. This is a barley and corn that is covered in molasses. If this doesn't tickle the goat's fancy, I don't know what will.
Trent has to go pick up one more thing from the hardware store. I'm gonna stay behind because since it's Gloria's birthday today, I gotta get making something special for dinner. I'm gonna try to get it done quickly while she's outside gardening, make it a surprise. Hopefully we can be really fast and she won't suspect anything. If you guys haven't noticed, the theme in this family is that they're all very hard workers. Gloria works hard as a nurse in an urgent care, and especially during this whole coronavirus crisis, she's been stressed, things are starting to settle down. So what does she do? Instead of relax a little bit, she goes outside and does yard work with her extra time. So I wanna do something special for her. I wanna make her her favorite meal for dinner tonight. Now that we're done with that, I put the Big City in the fridge. It'll set really nicely, and then when we're about to eat, I'll pop it in the oven. It's gonna be amazing. Now we have to get back to work though.
All right, so first I think I'm gonna start with the chicken feeder. All I'm doing is cutting this into 4 2-foot sections. Then I'm gonna put these fittings on the bottom. You fill it up with feed, and then as the chickens eat from the bottom, it automatically fills itself. Now, since these are still pretty much baby chicks, I am just going to make 2 of these right now. It should be enough to keep them busy. I don't wanna fill up 4 and just have them sit. Plus, we've got tons of stuff to do today. And just like that, it's almost ready for business. Nice and full all the way to the brim. Slide the cap on. Now, like I said, the food comes out here to the edge. The chickens eat it. As they peck in and eat from this area here, more feed will fall down and fill up their container.
Look at you. We've got fresh water. We've got 2 brand new feeders. I think they're happy.
Now we gotta take care of the goats.
So it turns out goats are super picky, and even though we have a high quality hay, some really wonderful, comfortable straw, they only want to eat what they're familiar with when they want it. So we're trying to accommodate them as well as start to instill a routine and some habits that'll make them easier for all of us to live together, to just be friends. We just want to all get along. So Trent's gonna actually make a hay feeder, and while he does that, I'm gonna clean up around here. baby's gonna get trampled on. This happens sometimes, but never like this before. Come on, Isabel. Get back on this side. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. You're scaring us, girl. She can climb through these fencing holes, end up over there with the horses, or in here in the horse pasture. You're all good now, huh? Little escape artist in the making over here.
All right, now that I got this not gonna win a beauty contest hay feeder, most of the things here I feel like that we're building at the farm are not gonna win any beauty contests. I'm just hoping that they serve their purpose. I'm gonna try and get some hay, and I'm gonna put it in this little hay feeder that's gonna hold it off the ground, and hopefully the goats will appreciate that. Salt lick here for you, and there's some new hay in your hay feeder.
What do you think? She looks like a doll. She looks fake.
We're really trying to build a relationship with Isabel because she's the youngest goat, and I think once she starts to trust us and appreciate us, the older goats will kind of follow suit. Also, we got some tastier grain today. Hopefully that helps these guys become more fond of us. Nobody's paying attention to my hay feeder, but that's all right. We're gonna take a few more minutes to cuddle the goats, and then I think we're gonna head out and start working on the planter boxes. So of course, now that we got out here and we're ready to start working, we've got our little mobile garden planting box station set up. The sun is directly overhead. It's super hot and we're getting sun damaged as we speak. So luckily, today's sponsor, Moonshade, had sent us a product and it just showed up today. Perfect timing. I can't wait to get it out of the box and show you guys. So Moonshade is actually a really cool company. They designed an awning that fits on any vehicle. They sent us one of these and we used it in South America on the van. We absolutely loved it. They are super legit. I think they come with suction cups, and then they also come with these incredible, this is my favorite part. These are like incredible industrial strength magnets. I'm gonna show you guys how this works. Not only are the guys that invented this super cool, but this product is incredible. So like I was saying, my favorite function of the Moonshade is these awesome, extremely strong magnets. Find a spot on your car that's metal. I love Moonshade because of the versatility. Not only does it come with the magnets that stick to any metal part of your van or your truck, but it also comes with suction cups in case you want to attach it to a window or you're worried about scratching your paint. If you guys want to check out Moonshade, we're going to leave a link in the description to their product. Go and pick yourself up one. Like I said, they're super affordable and they're definitely worth it. Thanks to Moonshade for sponsoring this video. Now we're actually going to get started with these planter boxes.
Can we just take a second to look at how cute these two guys are? Oh my goodness. Are you boys having fun? Frank has been such a great older brother, really helping Oso figure out what it means to be a dog, how to dog, and it's cute to see them play together.
So I'm basically gonna build the first planter box, and then we're gonna have you build the second planter box.
Cool.
So I'll do it completely, I'll show you how to do everything. And the second one, I'll assist you if you want, but I'm gonna have you build the second one. We're gonna see how well you do.
Awesome.
There's a laser, so you pull your tape measure, you find out exactly where the laser is on the tape measure to figure out how long your piece is gonna be. You always wanna hold the wood really firmly on the left side. You push this, pull this hand trigger, that's gonna start the saw, and then you slowly go through the wood and just let the saw do the work. You don't have to push down.
When your life's been put on hold for far too long, when the sorrow and despair is growing strong, there is always something good to be obtained from breaking loose and leave the things that kept you chained.
So I got the beginning of the planter box started. We've got the top row of 2x8s. We're working on the bottom row. Allie's gonna be using the miter saw and cutting some pieces for me, a little bit of practice, because she's gonna build the next planter box all by herself.
So you wanna have your left hand firmly in place. You wanna push down hard on the wood. You gotta press your thumb while you also pull your hands On this side, you're looking for a nice even pressure. Don't be scared, guys. You definitely want to wear safety glasses.
Wow. Now double check the measurement on your board.
Then you double check the measurement on your board. 45.
Perfect.
So when you find the strength to really shed your skin, all you really need to do is search within.
So we've set everything up, not in place, but at least upright. Trent is going to work on covering the bottom with chicken wire and landscaping fabric and plastic, all the stuff that's needed to get this ready for some dirt and some seeds. While he's doing that, I'm going to start on the next box. I feel really grateful that Trent knows how to do all of this, use all of these tools, and make things that are safe. Everything he builds comes out basically perfectly. I really can't complain, except I want to play too. And sometimes it's just as important to make something and not have it be perfect, but learn as you go and figure out how to make it better in the future. So today, I've been watching him intently build the first box. I'm gonna get started on the second box. It might not be as good as his, but that's okay.
How many mountains to get some confidence? How many debates to earn some tailwind? The years pass, I'm still the same. What will it take? Why the wait?
Well, this is pretty much a really unique scenario for me to watch Allie building and working and using power tools and trying to make this planter box, and she's doing a really good job. It's just strange for me because, as a lot of you guys know, or a lot of people like to call me an insane control freak or all of these things, I like to drive the vehicle when we're driving. If we're going to be building something, I have a little bit more experience with it, so I usually like to be the one building, and I want Allie to be my helper. But I think it's important to let her exercise her mind and try to figure these things out, and when something doesn't go her way, trying to figure out why. And you know, I answer questions for her and stuff, but it's really interesting for me to watch her progress and get better at this. Proud of you.
Now turn the camera off and help me fix this huge mistake.
Let's stand this puppy up. It looks like you did a great job. Let's get the chicken wire and the weed paper and the plastic put in here, and we'll have 2 completed boxes.
Nice, good job.
Yeah, 8 is a lot.
Trent the other day was like, hey, it's gonna take like an hour to make 1 box. And I was like, yeah, right. No way it's gonna take that long. It's taken 4 hours to only make 2 boxes. Long process ahead.
Granted, we had to run some errands. I did the chick feeder and the goat feeder, and we did a lot of stuff today, so it's not like we just did this all day. It is about quitting time, and it's my mom's birthday, so we're gonna go inside and do some celebrating. 2 boxes is where we're gonna end today. We got 6 more to do tomorrow. Really excited to dig into Allie's baked ziti. It looks really delicious. We're gonna stop filming now because it's my mom's birthday, so we'll see you guys in a little bit.
Morning, guys. We're waking up again to a lot of work to do. We keep signing ourselves up for projects that are going to be very functional and useful once they're done, and in our minds, they take a couple hours. We never expect them to take as long as they do, and we're already on day 2 of building 8 different planter boxes. We've only gotten 2 done so far, so we're gonna try to power through as many of these boxes as we can today.
We're finishing them today.
Oh, we're finishing them today, okay.
We have to work until midnight. We're finishing these other 6 planter boxes because the planter boxes is just the beginning.
Is anyone else noticing Trent's facial scruff really starting to look very goat-like? I feel like you're really embracing this goat farmer life.
I am a goat. I'm the goat. For those of you guys that don't know, GOAT is an acronym for greatest of all time. Of course.
Of course you'd say that about yourself.
Well, nobody else is gonna say it.
I think you're pretty great.
Thank you.
All right, so now that I've officially passed the test, I can use some power tools. Even without Trent's supervision, I think we're going to tag team today's work, try to get done as much as possible, as quickly as possible.
I'm gonna relent to all of the cutting. I'm gonna allow you to start doing a cut list for me, and I'm gonna build the planter boxes one at a time while you cut all the pieces in a row for me. This is gonna prepare us for some projects that we have coming up in the future where Allie's probably gonna do a lot of the cutting and I'm gonna do a lot of the building. I'm not gonna tell you what that project is for quite some time, but this is good practice. Oh, hey everybody, we're just out here working hard, but thankfully not completely in the sun. It is still super hot, and I'm over this. We have like 2.5 boxes left.
Trent is not wearing his cowboy hat today, but we are listening to country music, so
Don't tell everybody.
I just can't get away from it.
They're gonna judge us. Don't judge us. My lower back feels like I got ran over by a truck. It hurts.
You're supposed to lift with your back, not your legs. You know that, right?
Well, I haven't been lifting. I've just been hunched over.
Then I can't help you.
That probably only took about 10 seconds for you guys, but it took a couple more hours for me. We finished putting plastic, tar paper, chicken wire in every single planter box. And then I actually went through and made drainage holes around the outside and along the inside area where there's not 2x4s. Honestly, you're probably asking, why did you put plastic in there if you're just gonna poke holes in it? And it's to control drainage. So we don't want it to just drain all of the water straight out of the soil. We want the plastic to capture some of the water, but we have to have holes in the plastic or else water will pool and you can have moldy roots and a bunch of other things that I learned. Now that I'm done slaving away, let's go find Allie. I think she's having fun somewhere.
The horses and the goat are trying to chew in my hair.
Oh yeah? That's cute. That's Eleanor over there, huh? We put these stumps over here so they would have something to play with. Because I know goats need things to climb on and jump off of, and as soon as we put the stumps in there, Isabel, the baby, was jumping all over them and having fun, and Eleanor was jumping up on top of the stumps, and now they're kind of starting to like congregate around that little stump tower spot instead of just hanging out in the corner the whole time. I would say every day that goes by, the goats are warming up to us more and more. Allie is earning the affection of Eleanor right now. She's hanging out in the corner, even though you can't see Eleanor because she's behind her. Frank is still waiting patiently for his turn to play with the goats. Huh, Frank?
It is pretty cool to slowly earn the goat's trust. Every day is a little bit better.
You know, I think a telltale sign of quitting time is when the moonshade stops delivering shade. I'm like in the last sliver of shade.
Yeah, you are.
And I'm not gonna crawl underneath the truck and relax like Frank is doing. So I think it's quitting time for the day. The boxes are done.
They look so good. You did such a good job.
You did too.
It was good teamwork.
Yeah. We are a good team, aren't we?
I think so.
Maybe we should just make a planter box business.
No. That's a one and done project.
Yeah, my back hurts.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed coming along on this adventure with us over the past couple days, building these planter boxes. We wanted to say thanks again to Moonshade for sponsoring this episode. They definitely made building the garden boxes a lot more bearable. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Adios, guys.
I still remember the day that you came. You were so little. For me, it's just a day.